Okay, so we're live, and we have a guest DM today, Yong. He's going to run some 2E, I guess, and I'll hand it over to you.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Good, good. All right. So I'm gonna begin with the cinematic intro. I'll do that movie theater guy voice. In a world ravaged by war, in a land where ambitions clash, summoned by the lures of fortune and glory, there came an elite group of daring men and women, dukes, and this is a story of the few and the bold that spawned a legend. Well, we may actually all die, but still, it'll be pretty cool. All right, so today's campaign is today's game is AD&D prequel to a Seven Swords campaign that we're running. It's going to link into Horrorbane. The actual title of the adventure is going to be The Crystal Mirror. So the party is hired because everyone is known to be a capable person in their respective profession. So let's begin with telling us what you're doing when you're summoned by Father Xavier of the High God via a young squire bearing a message. A little guy comes over to you and delivers you a message saying, yeah, I mean, you have some message. Take a look.
To whom does he say that? Sorry.
I'll begin with Daniel.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm playing Lady Snowblood, not Snowbird. That was my other character. And she is actually tending to her lotus garden. And yeah, she's hanging out, planting lotus, picking lotus, smoking lotus.
So the little guy says, this is a message from Father Xavier of the High Gods. And then he delivers you the paper. We're going to cut scene and go over to Marcus. Same thing happens.
Yeah,
Another little squire
would...
walks up to you and delivers you a rolled up scroll.
You would see Left Hook Jones, I think, doing some calisthenics, as he likes to stay nimble, because he's a rogue or a thief. And yeah, so he's just doing his calisthenics, and be a little surprised receiving a scroll, but he would take it and I guess nod in acceptance.
Okay. And we go over to Maria.
Middle Fingers Thaddeus is having a little stroll through the city, and he's practicing his finger movements because he recently lost his middle fingers in a little accident he doesn't talk about, and he's trying to convert his spells to being cast without the use of the middle fingers, which is actually pretty hard, so he's struggling with that. And he stops and looks down at that little person, takes the message with 2 other fingers and reads it, nodding. I will seek out your... Who is it?
Father Xavier, ma'am. Sir.
Ma'am, sir?
Sir.
Well then. And I flip over a copper coin.
Thank you. And as you unfurl the paper, the message reads as follows. You have been chosen by recommendation of respectable peers for a noble service of great importance that requires discretion and expedience. You will be well compensated should you come. However, please come ready to commit to the task should you accept this invitation. We are to meet in the evening at the Sepulchre of Stars at the Temple of High God. The password is Long Live the Duke. So essentially, to give you a background, the dangerous times approach. Lord Telamon, the Duke of Velenor, which is the country that you're in, is dying of illness. And his firstborn son, Sir Tyrell, has left years ago after becoming a paladin of High God to be the latest bearer of the banished sword Horrorbane on the island keep of Lonesome Cove on Sea of Stars. Thus, Tyrell's younger brother, Aemon, has been named as the dying Duke's heir. So that's where we are. You receive that message, and you have about an hour to kill. You're free to go about the town and get whatever equipment that you need to purchase.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. I continue planting in my garden. I will wait until just before and then head because I have everything I need.
I have darts. I think that's fine. Well, I first want to hear what that high priest has to tell us. Maybe darts will suffice.
Cool. Marcus, are you doing anything special before you go and meet the summoner?
You're muted. Marcusius.
Yes. Marcus's character smoked some of my lotus and is now unconscious.
All right. So
Or he
eventually,
broke his neck.
a few hours go by, and it's about time for you to meet the summoner, this high priest or Father Xavier. And tell me how you approach the garden. There's a garden, and a sepulcher is actually behind a large temple. And because you have been living in this particular town, you know your way around. Yeah. So, Daniel, describe how you approach the location.
So I'm dressed in my fine gown, fine-ish gown, with I have my 10-foot pole with my lantern on the end, kind of lighting the way as I walk, humming a tune with a flower in my hair. And I will just approach, since I was summoned, I will just go right to the front.
Before you, there are a couple of guards with large halberds. They cross their pole arm and says, "Who are you? What's your business here?"
I have been summoned for a meeting.
I see. And what do you have to tell us about this meeting?
Unfortunately, I know little.
Is there a certain thing that you would like to tell us?
Are you hitting on me?
You're apparently not wanted here. Please return to whence you came. And then the folks do not let you pass.
I lower my head and I say, "Then I will see you another time. Long live the Duke."
And then they suddenly open up their pole arms and allow you to pass. They just motion to you.
I'll walk through.
Yep. And then it's Maria's turn. What's your character's name once more?
You gave him this name.
Well, I just came up with it in 5 seconds. I don't remember.
Middle fingers.
Okay, middle fingers.
Yeah, I approach shortly after, and I just wave my middle fingerless hand and just mumble, yeah, the Lord's living long.
Mm-hmm. And then they suddenly cross their pole arms and do not allow you to pass. Say, yeah, tell us why you're here. Tell us what we want to hear.
I have an appointment. It's important. Who was supposed to live long? I'm sorry. I forgot already.
Long live the Duke.
Long live the Duke.
Right. He allows you to pass. And Marcus, can you hear us now?
Yeah, it's a reset there.
Yeah, so you had about a couple hours to kill. Do you do anything before you head on to meet a person who has summoned you?
I think I would eat something or probably grab some food to take on the way. Yeah, that'd be about it. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Describe to us how you approach the garden and the garden gate, I suppose, where the two guards are, guarding the entryway. Yeah.
I would approach in a very relaxed fashion, having stretched quite aptly all morning, and probably have a big dumb smile on my face.
Yeah, and they say, all right, what's your business here, fella?
Well, I was summoned, and I show him the scroll.
Okay. They look at it and say, yeah, you may pass. Move along.
I'll
Move
bow
along.
and move along.
All right. So you guys actually run into one another, walk in next to one another, I suppose. Do you know each other from works that you've done before? It's up to you.
Probably, right? I mean, higher level characters are not that common, I guess.
Yeah,
So we're probably the elite of the city.
Yeah.
Well, I think we are anyways.
You here?
Yep. So no banters between you guys? It's like...
I see that you've lost your fingers. Middle fingers, that is.
I lift my hand and I want to show my middle finger, and I just hide the hand quickly behind my back.
Was it the pixie's curse?
Don't ask.
By the way, middle fingers, tell us how it is that you've lost your finger.
I can't show you my hand now.
Sensitive subject.
Of course.
That was sort of like the background story, but it's okay. We can move along.
What, really?
Yeah. But it's okay. Let's move along, and I'm gonna have maybe Father Xavier will ask you in person, in character.
Okay.
So before you meet the guy or go to the sepulcher, do you do anything or ask each other any questions?
I would ask the other thief if any large jobs have been had as of late.
It's been a bit slow, actually. So I've been tending to my garden.
So growing some squash.
Indeed. It's that time of year.
Yeah, I never liked squash myself.
No, never. But
Your lives sound more boring than they actually are.
You look like you could stretch, middle fingers. Well, shall I show you how?
Thanks. I don't want to lose my spine as well.
But I could help you not lose your spine by being nice and imbalanced with yourself.
Are you sure you're in the right profession?
It takes a loose body to steal things effectively. As
you mean transfer ownership to someone else?
You don't steal. Yeah. Exactly. You got to be smooth.
I see.
As you talk to one another, the rusty door to the sepulcher open up with a large creak. It goes, eek, and out comes a cloaked figure. And he removes his hood and says, "Come on in," and motions to you to enter the sepulcher.
Ladies first, and then I go first.
Yeah, I follow slowly.
I'll bring up the rear. Lazily.
As you enter, you see a candlelit environment where this lone figure slowly, carefully closes the door and approaches all three of you and motions you to follow before the altar. He says, "I am Father Xavier of the High Gods. It is I who have summoned you. Welcome."
I nod.
I bow.
I nod and bow.
Now, you have been summoned here for your exceptional skill in your respective area of expertise. As you would have surmised, There are quite a number of factions within the court that are displeased with naming of Aemon as their heir, since the boy is only 17 and quite naive. However, our attempts to divine these conspirators have been unsuccessful. I know not whom to trust, and that is why I need you to expediently recover the crystal mirror of Acheron.
I'll look to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. You're free to interrupt. This is only a mission of most import.
I shut up and look straight ahead. Please.
I show my middle finger very discreetly to middle fingers.
As if you would allow me to continue, from the monastery of Drakmeyer Peak. He pauses dramatically.
Go on, Professor.
It is likely that enemies of Duke are already after the crystal mirror. I cannot leave young Aemon's side since I fear for his safety. I trust 5,000 sovereign is sufficient for this task of utmost importance.
Why do others want the mirror?
I wish the mirror so that I can scry on them. As I have explained, the current heir, Lord Aemon, is only 17 years old. And there are many within the court that are displeased with this. They seek to usurp the heir once the old duke passes.
Right.
And I, as a tutor to this young Aemon, am most concerned about his safety. That is why I have summoned you. And the mirror will allow me to divine and scry upon those who would harm Lord Aemon.
That seems pretty legit. Let's say that we got this mirror for you, and then we wanted access to it later on, to maybe check on, somebody.
Well, it would depend on who it is that you would like to scry upon.
Well,
but that is something that I would consider.
Fair enough.
As you see, if Lord Aemon remains harmless and becomes the Duke of our realm, then I am certain that there are more rewards that are waiting for you.
This sounds like a fair proposal to me. What do you think, Left Hook Jones?
I suppose it sounds fair. I've had worse offers before.
That's true.
But yeah, I think it's fine.
Man cannot live on squash alone.
No. A truly devastating proposition that would be.
Indeed.
Well then, have we an accord?
Yes. I will take half of my payment in chickens and the other in lotus seeds.
Chickens? What do you intend to do with chickens?
I intend to sell the eggs.
I look to the left and to the right of me, to those weird people I worked with before, and I just roll my eyes.
$5,000 to divide amongst yourselves.
Oh, not 5,000 each? Then I will take 1/4 in chickens and the rest in lotus seeds.
Very well. There is one more condition.
Always.
I would need absolute loyalty on this matter, as there are other factions within the royal court who would seek to steal the mirror for themselves. It is important that you utterly commit to this task. In order to do so, I would throw in another 1,000 up front right now. Consider it as my goodwill.
Oh, we love goodwill.
Much better than the Salvation Army.
And from this moment forth, I shall dub you the Duke's Hand.
But we are not a complete hand.
I look a little bit offended.
Yes,
Very well.
A finger.
Duke's Hand without the middle fingers.
Okay.
This is most acceptable.
Very well. Some of my informants tell me that there are others that are upon the same task. You may see others in midst of your quest. If you do, please remember that the return of the mirror is the most important part of your mission.
We'll call them the Foot.
Do as you will. They probably have their own names.
Well, too bad.
So, the Father Xavier continues to explain that the monastery is at Drakmeyer Peak. It is a mountain that you know that's located to the east of the town that you're in. And if you recall the rumors about the monastery, it is about 2 days away from where you are. And Father Xavier turns to you and says, be expedient, remember? Because others may retrieve the artifact before you do.
Yes, we get that. We have to hurry up.
Yeah, we'll need some kind of a horse or something. You lost that Pegasus, right? Eyeball, middle fingers.
I just look at you from the corners of my eye.
Regular horses it will be. Yeah, I say we leave now. I'm a night person.
Still a night person, I see.
Indeed. The lotus blooms under the light of the moon.
I could not have said it better myself.
Indeed.
For I like to be a man of the night myself. But a flower I am not.
Every rose has a thorn.
Can we please leave?
I take an extra long pause as you demand we leave. And then I nod and say, yes. Into the night we go.
Even though I don't need to, for some reason, I'd go out the window.
I'm tempted to follow, but I won't. You can see my body kind of twitch like I want to go in that direction. But I will
just turn on my heels and walk out.
I will try to, like, if there's something I can grab onto in, like, the door frame, I'll try to swing out the door.
All right, so Father Xavier looks at you and says, all right, you may leave now. Please leave me alone. I need to pray and stuff.
Farewell, Father.
He waves you goodbye.
Yeah, so I'm going to go get my horse.
Before you leave, Father Xavier opens the door and says, hey, you forgot this, and gives you the map to the map to the temple or the monastery.
Sure. Yeah, good, thank you.
We're terrible.
I don't foresee us surviving this.
Well, we'll do what we always do. We'll run.
Yeah.
Remember that the tale of the great heroics is always told by the one that gets back to town. This is the key.
This is true.
So tell me whether if you depart the same night or if you want to depart in the morning.
Well, he mentioned like 10 times how important and how time sensitive it is. So yeah, I guess we'll leave immediately.
Yeah, we definitely go get the horses and stuff, and head right out. Yeah, why not? So is it 2 days? Like we're gonna have to map? I guess that'd probably help. Is it 2 days through like the wilds, or is there a town between us?
Yeah, I mean, at first it would begin out as a rather large road, and then it would split into various different trails, and eventually you're gonna go into wooded area after about half a day's ride.
So we're gonna have to camp.
It's up to you.
Well, I mean, there's not a town, is what I'm saying. We can't stay in a town. If that's the case, I will get a.
Yeah, there's a town because the monastery, I mean the main high church or the sepulchre, it's located in the town itself, and then around the town and stretching for about half a day's ride, there are various farmsteads and settlements. So yeah, for about half a day, you're gonna have a fairly comfortable ride. From that point on, it's gonna be roughing it in the wild.
All right. I will change to my less fancy robe and get my horse.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the my weapons and such.
Oh yeah, I've got my weapons too.
And I would get some the usual shit, right? Because our thieves don't think about it. So I get torches, I get rope, I get yeah.
I have rope.
You have?
Yeah, I got like a grappling hook.
Yeah,
Really?
I have silk rope.
I don't have shit on my sheet. Okay.
I'm saying I have it. I guess I don't have it on the sheet though. For what it's just assume I have a grappling hook lying around. I don't know.
I have a 10-foot pole, so don't mess around.
Okay, good.
I got 10-foot pole. I got rope. I
case...
got wine. I have 5 torches.
Oh, okay, good.
I have flint and steel, and then I have my sword, and I have some ninja stars because I'm a ninja.
In that case, I'm good. Then I get my horse, and I meet the other two.
Yeah, I mean maybe we get some food or something.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Says the gardener.
Yeah, and I'll make sure that I'll get some opium.
The local tavern or the eatery is right next to the gates, and you convene there, and they have some excellent all night 24-hour grub, and some chicken, some pork, all kinds of stuff. You walk in there. And there's some shady-looking characters all around, and they all look at you. And they looks at you, Daniel's character. What was her name? Snow Petal?
Lady Snowblood.
Yeah, Snowblood. And looks at and one of the rough looking fellas says, Hey there, pretty girl. That's a mighty long pole you got there.
Thank you.
You're heading out to some sort of a prospecting adventure?
I might be.
Tell me more about it.
How's about this? No. And then I put on my big hat. I have like a big traveling hat.
Well, suit yourself, then. He goes back to the bar and starts drinking again. And a bunch of other folks in the bar, or the eatery, eyes you and your party. And and one of the older fellow comes up to you and says, "Well, it seems like you're heading out to a wilderness out there. Is there some money to be had?"
So So I look him up and down when I turn back to the party, and I say to Left Hook, because I'm using my thieves' cant, and I say, do we want to share the squash with some willoughbys? Which means like money, henchmen, whatever, I guess.
I guess a little squash for the hillbilly. What are just the Billybees?
Yeah, whatever.
I look confused standing in the background.
Yes, sounds good.
Okay. So, so I look at him, and does he look at? I say, well, I am traveling through the wilderness, and I could use a guide or a strong arm.
Well, then you have the right person. My name is Right Hand Frederick.
Right Hand Frederick. I've heard of you. No.
Yes.
That was,
The Durandals passed, right? Yeah, that was me over there. All those goblins? Yeah, that was me too.
let's see. Kill that man to show me your loyalty.
You're either drunk or you're crazy. I don't want to do neither.
Perfect. I was testing your alignment. So, grab some supplies. I wave to the bartender. Put it on my tab. And I hand him the pole.
Okay. By the way, for that gold, you gotta be willing to put something up front for me to tag along. You see, I don't work for free.
Oh. I see. A mercenary.
A fella's gotta eat.
And I just bought you food.
Yes, just now, one meal.
And you will be fed 3 times a day, including a snack, which is not included. That's 4 times if you count that. Plus as much coffee as you can drink while we are traveling.
Tell me, how long is this trek that you're planning on taking?
4 days. 5 if the sights are nice. I will also give you as a token of my generosity 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces. I've seen much more in my time. I'd say 50 for the entire trip, and you have yourself a guardian.
That seems fair. I'll give him 50.
All right, sounds great. And then he hunches himself down, looking like an old man again, and looks around the place and says, all right, I'm ready to leave now.
So should we take another person too? What do you think? What was that guy that came to me at first? What's his deal?
He looks pretty shady. As I was saying, he looks pretty burly, but he's got that shifty eyes, and he looks to be a warrior type, just like this guy.
Yeah, we don't need that. Which guy? Oh, right, said Fred? No, I was asking him what he thought about him.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys have a new henchman. I sent the stats to, let's see, Marcus and Maria, but I don't have that for you. It's that,
I hired the guy, but it's okay.
All right.
Oh, Right Hand Frederick. Yes, I see.
No,
Yeah, could you send that file over to Daniel too?
Yes, let me save it.
So it's probably about 5 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
and yeah, it's pretty late. But you guys are free to depart.
Well, we can travel for a bit and then take a little nap under a tree. We want to get the jump on anything that might be going down.
Do some great stretches that'll make your nap twice as good.
Perfect. Flexibility.
Any opinions from Maria? Or middle finger Thaddeus?
Thaddeus is constantly rolling his eyes. It's only the beginning, and it's already too much for him. And his hands are twitching, and he himself, though, he constantly feels his middle fingers moving, although they're missing. It's a terrible feeling. He has a lot of shit to deal with.
Yeah. Phantom limb.
Yeah.
I offer you some opium. You know, to help with the pain.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea.
All right, so the party departs from the tavern, and they pass the gate. The guards look at you and says, "Well, where are you guys going? It's mighty early to be heading out the gates."
Don't you realize that I'm a farmer?
You ain't looking like no farmer that I've ever seen.
How many farmers have you seen? Tell me the truth.
30. My pa was a farmer too.
Now you've seen 31. And my horse shakes its mane and all the little bells that are on my horse jingle.
Well, good enough for me. It's too early in the morning. And he sips his coffee and allows you to move along. And the other guy that's standing next to him says, "Yeah, these aren't the druids we're looking for."
Yeah, the druids.
So the party continues on its way. And what was his name? Right Hand Fred?
Yep, right hand. I think I'm going to give the map to somebody else. Just because, yeah.
Yeah, Right Hand Fred looks at...
Who wants the map?
Yeah, Right Hand Fred looks at Middle Finger Thaddeus and says, "Oh, well, how did you lose that finger of yours?"
My head shoots in his direction. This is not your... It's none of your business. You know, you don't just ask people, "How did you lose that limb?" That's offensive, you know?
Well, I lived for a very long time, and, maybe I'm not going to live that long. Might as well ask all the questions that I have.
You mean you just become offensive because you think you're going to die?
That's pretty much it. Life's short.
Don't make me make it shorter. Even shorter.
Good enough for me. And then he continues to ride on. So as you ride for about 2 hours or so, do you do anything? How do you spend your time? Start with Daniel.
So as we're riding along, I am humming a happy song.
Marcus?
Doing some stretches and probably whistling.
Thaddeus?
I am actually casting. I try to make it not so obvious, but I'm casting armor, and I like when. Oh, bye.
You're casting remove GM.
I'm casting move GM.
Banishment.
Yeah, that's what I was casting, and I won't repeat.
We won.
When time comes, it's gonna. You'll know. Nice.
Hello? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
What happened?
What's wrong?
He doesn't move. I mean, he
It's not moving.
It's a picture. It's a painting.
I know. Yong?
Ooh, sorry about that. Terrible
I
connection.
broke the GM.
Oh my god.
What did I Oh
So-
yeah. So I'm casting, and I don't make it too obvious. And actually, when I start glowing, I point in one direction. Oh look, a dead bird, and I point into the sky. And I cast armor.
And all of a sudden, you're surrounded by magical energy all around you.
Yep.
So now a few hours go by, and from the horizon, the beautiful sunrise and the first glint of first ray of light hits, and the land begins to shine. All around you, you see greenery. It's beautiful. It's calm, and you smell the fresh cut grass. There are some farmers nearby, and as you continue to ride across the horizon, you see a column of smoke rise.
Does it come from the direction of where we're going?
Yeah, it's in the same direction that you're going.
Oh, good.
Well, that can only be good things. Let's ride faster. And I jingle the bells that are on my horse.
As you guys hurry up and continue toward the direction where the smoke is rising, you begin to smell the smoke also. And as you approach even closer, you hear the screams and the dust cloud as some scores of people run down the road towards where you're towards your location. You see a woman, you see a child, another man holding a child running towards you.
What is it? What did you do?
We're under attack! They're raiding our farm!
Who?
Damn Svarts!
I'll lean over to.
And he continues to run in the opposite direction. And you see, another trio of folks running down from that same direction. Help us!
Who's attacking them?
Svarts.
The what?
I'm not familiar with that. But we can probably kill
It
it.
doesn't sound that deadly.
Yeah, exactly. And usually, short names are the least deadly of all. So, yeah, I think we're good there.
There's so many of them. You gotta help us.
How many are we talking here?
I don't know. There's an army of them. Help us.
One
will you
too
pay us?
many.
An army. That seems like a lot. So we have to go past this area to get to the place we're going?
You can go. You can take a little sideway trip around it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. Another small child, runs up to you guys and says, "Help us, please! My brother! He's trapped behind the burning farm! Help us!"
Oh, God damn it.
Are there chickens there?
Yes, but those creatures, they're taking our chickens. They slew our cows.
Right.
Help us, please.
Well, there's no cows. What's the point?
Yeah, they've already killed them.
My brother! I just told you my brother is captive. I left behind him.
That's all right. They'll probably just make him one of their soldiers. It's
Yes.
better if you got captured. They, you don't want to know what they do to you.
You were supposed to be your brother's keeper, I'm sure, and you messed up.
Yeah, I blame you, actually.
I ride into the direction that child pointed out, shaking my head again. I will get muscle in my neck.
Thank you. And then her child continues to, fret, and he's actually not leaving with the other group, but he's trying to trail along behind you because
That's fine.
I suppose he's worried about his brother.
I scoop him up onto my horse. Why not?
Okay, so the little boy, he clings onto your back, and as you ride, you come across a large, devastated farmland. And as you approach, you see small bluish creatures running around. They're like halfway naked. They're waving around small, short swords and shouting, "Kill them now!"
Okay. I just want to point out that I put the child in front of me.
Okay.
Because I never let anybody go behind me. I'm a thief.
Okay.
So plus, better shield. So yeah, I will charge into combat with my sword and chop one down because that's what I do. I guess.
They're coming. And then, all right, you see.
Can you trample in this? I trample.
Yeah, you see like 3 Svarts on your, in front of you, and as you ride past them, they dart out of the way. You basically run over one of them. Roll your attack roll, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna trample them. I'm gonna get in with my horse, and I'm just gonna let Lady Stardust, which is the name of my horse, crush them. I'm assuming that everybody else came forward too, because I'm not that brave.
Bye.
Okay, so Lady Snowblood charges on, and the trio of Svarts try to dart out of the way. Roll your attack roll, please.
I get to attack with the horse. Okay. All right, here we go. Probably should have taken dice out for this. Yeah, there it is. Here we go. Oh, 19. That's good.
1d6.
So that would do that's armor class, whatever, like -2. D6. 3.
Okay. You see the Svart go, and then he's trampled underneath the rows. You're not so sure about his fate, but he's not getting up.
Yeah. The bells jingle.
The other two run in in their respective opposite direction, and they start to yell, "Get the chief! Get the chief!"
I'm not the chief. I yell.
Marcus, your turn.
Sorry, what was that? I had a weird connection thing going on.
They think I'm the chief for some reason.
Oh,
Kill them.
Are we in combat?
I think so.
Yeah, we're in combat.
So
there were 3 Svarts. That's this bluish little creature. Daniel's Lady Snowblood's horse just trampled over one of them, and the other 2 are just yelling, "Get the chief now! Get the chief!"
Can I shoot him with my short bow?
Yeah, sure.
I'll try it. I think I get 2 shots, so let's see. First is a 10 total. Second is a 15 plus whatever the bonuses are. I have 18 dex. What's the bonus? Is that +2? Plus.
That's +3.
+3. Okay, so 18 to hit.
Yeah, but also.
So, what was your roll?
A 10 and an 18.
Yeah, those are both hits. Did you aim for 2 different ones, or just on the same one?
On the same one, and I rolled 2 4s for the damage.
Okay. Yeah, the first one, the one that you shot, drops to the ground, and as the second shot hits him, he just twitches on the ground, and that's the last that you've heard from him. The other one is actually running away towards the burning building. It looks to be a barn of some sort. And as he yells, "Get the chief!" about 5 more Svarts come from behind the burning building.
I give a pointed look at the Middle Fingers, who drove us into combat and then isn't doing anything.
God didn't say it's my turn.
It's your turn.
So how far away am I from the one fleeing into the barn?
Should be about 40 feet away.
I think that's still in range for me, I guess. So let's see. I throw a dart.
Nice.
Yeah, that's starting well. I rolled a 1. Do I throw the dart into my horse? I just drop it into my horse.
Let's see. Your dart actually travels in the wild, direction that you've not intended.
And I look. Oh, sorry.
Daniel, what's your armor class?
My AC is 3.
What was your THAC0?
Although actually, it's not 3. My AC is. I'm sorry. My AC is actually realize my AC is 6 because I'm not using my martial arts right now. Obviously, I'm on a horse.
Okay. You you take 1 point of hit point damage as the dart hits the back of your armor.
Ouch.
I'll look at my middle fingers, which are not there, and I just look over to my female companion, shrugging. Sorry.
I said, we're under attack from all directions.
All right. Everybody roll initiative.
6. Lose. Right.
1.
Marcus?
Ooh, 1's good, right?
Left hook? Marcus?
Oh, he said he's 2 seconds AFK.
Yep.
So, Maria, go ahead. You're free to go and cast or take action first.
No, I don't use my spells for those little shits. Is he in the barn now?
No, actually, there's a barn that's burning, and around it, there are about 5 other Zvarts that came out. And the one that has been running away, is taking the left side of the barn and trying to disappear into the other side. And you hear all 5 of them go, "Whee!" and they're charging at you guys.
Oh, okay. I wiggle my thumb and I cast Confusion.
Sorry, I'm back. There's a massive snake in my back patio.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's still there. I don't know what to do with it. So,
What?
I mean, for real?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
he's
God.
living in that weird part of your country. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it, so just gonna ignore it. Hope it goes away.
Yeah, I have tons of snakes around me. They're good for your garden, actually.
Are they? This one's huge. It's like probably 4 feet long.
Oh, that's pretty big, actually.
3 or 4 feet. Yeah, it's really big. I don't know what it is. Okay.
If we
Sorry
hear
about that.
Scream.
Do I? Yeah, if I scream, just don't ever expect me.
So I think that's like
60,
30. Yeah,
60 foot cube,
Mhm.
120 yards, so that should be fine. Saving throw. Oh, 1d4 creatures. Do you want to roll that?
Mm-hmm. 4.
Yes. And save versus spell -2 penalty. Adjusted by wisdom.
$23, 4, and 8. They all fail.
Good. And each round you roll a d10 to see what they're doing.
Very nice.
One of them just drops his sword and looks up into the sky and says, talks in his own Zvart language. The other guy looks at the guy that's staring up in the sky and stabs him. Another one falls down on the ground and starts wailing. And let's see, the other one. Yeah, and the other one is running away in the opposite direction.
Very good.
So you have 2 Zvarts. One of them is standing ground. He has his short sword drawn. The other one has ran to the left side of the burning barn, and he says, "Get the chief now!"
We don't want him, I think.
I agree with that. We don't want the chief. Did you roll initiative, Marcus?
Yeah, let me see.
You disappeared, so we don't know where you go.
Yeah, it was a 3, sorry.
So you're before me. I got a 6. I don't know when they go.
Okay, Zvart had 4, so it's your turn. What was yours, Marcus, by the way?
A 3?
Okay, actually, you go.
Okay. Let's see. Can I do 2 more short bow shots? Or what's the range? They're good.
They're pretty close. They're within like 20 feet or so.
Okay, perfect. So I'll do that and maybe switch.
Switch targets?
Yeah. So that's, let's see, 8 to hit, and then another 8. God damn it.
What armor class does that hit?
Let's see. Oh, I just closed the PDF.
You have like a 17
base attack.
Yeah, so you
Missile
hit like
14. Yeah, so
armor class 9 or something. 9 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hit. These guys are like pretty terrible. So roll your damage.
Okay. A 1 and a 3.
Okay. Well, one of them gets his foot shot. The other one actually drops because you shoot him in the stomach. The one that's sort of got his foot shot is the one that was yelling and trying to go around the burning building. And it's Daniel's turn now.
Okay, so the one that's running, how far away is he from me? The one that's yelling, rather?
He should be about, were you at the Vanguard or?
I charged in, remember, then he ran away from me after I charged.
He should be only about 10 or 15 feet away from where you are.
Oh, okay. Then he's within short range for my large shurikens. So I pull them out like a fan, and I have 3 of them. So I'm just going to throw them all at that guy because he's yelling. I don't like that kind of shit. So at the same time. So he's within short range, so it's no effect, only my dex. So yeah, so 14, 14, and 15. So that's that definitely hits him.
They all hit. You
yes.
go.
So 3 stars go back. Overkill is like my
roll your damage.
Small, I'm assuming. So yeah, 11 points of damage between 3 stars.
The first one hits his back and says, "Ooh!" And the other one hits him, and then he falls down. And the third one swings in and decapitates the poor guy. And that was the last thing that he said. Get that! And that was it. But however, next round, initiative.
Oh, roll it around. Okay, good.
7.
That's so weird.
7. Okay.
6.
I got a 3 again.
Okay, Marcus goes first. Something's not, you feel that you hear rustling, and then you see some figures moving in the direction of the front of the burning building.
Now, can I switch to a melee this round?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, is that going to be my action?
No, not at all. You can switch on attack at the same time. Let me see.
Okay.
You have 2 more as far as come your way.
Okay. So I'll just go for one of them, whichever.
Okay.
Short swords. That's 14 or 15.
That hits.
Sweet. So that's 4 damage.
Okay. Was it both of them? You attack twice, right? Or do you have only one attack?
I think I just have one. It says short sword times 3 backstab damage, but
You're a thief. You should only have one.
yeah, I think I just have one.
Yeah. He looks pretty bloody, but he says, "Oh," and he's still standing. But he doesn't get to attack this round because who rolled 6? Was it Daniel?
I had a 6.
Yep, it's Daniel's turn.
Okay. So I'm going to 2 more came out of the building?
Yeah, 2 more.
All right. How far away is the building from me?
It's like 10 feet away.
Oh, all right. So I'm really close.
You're on your horseback, and you guys are like within 10, 15 feet of the burning building. You can feel a blazing heat coming from there.
Yeah, I'm not really liking that. So I'm actually going to back up a little bit if I can do that in attack. Well, the horse is going to back up. I back up a little bit because the range outside is yards. So I can be, as long as I'm within 30 feet, I'm still short range. So I'm going to do 1 shuriken at one guy and the other because that's how I'm going to do it. So the first guy.
Which one do you attack? The one that's already bloody?
No. I'm attacking the ones that just came out of the building.
Okay.
But I actually attack the building with that shot of a 1 where I throw it.
Okay.
The fire, I guess, unless it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody in front of me besides enemies. So, but if you want to say that it hits, like his character, that's fine with me. And the other 2 guys, I definitely hit. Well, the other 2 hit the other guy. So
okay.
For a total of 9 damage.
He only had 1 hit point remaining, so you make the guy explode somehow. It's maybe one of your secret ninja skills or something. Yeah. But the Zvar goes, this explodes in a pool of bluish blood.
Yeah.
And that seems to be it. There aren't any Zvarts anymore, but you feel you from behind that building, you hear a shout. As if there's actually an army of these guys. And around the building, out comes the biggest Zvard that you've ever seen in your entire life, standing all 5 feet 5 inches tall.
Holy crap. He's as tall as me.
Yeah, and he says, "Who has been killing my men?"
So I'm going to say to him, I have heard that you Spartans are mighty warriors, but you haven't proven that today in the battlefield. Run now and I won't kill you.
You think you can take me?
I
doubt it.
I think that left hook could take you with 1 arm tied behind his back. In fact, I'd put money on it.
I'd give you a really shitty look.
I put money on it too.
Oh, come on.
How about this? Just you and me there. And he points straight at Right Hook. You and me, buddy. If we win, you leave this homestead, and we get to take as much chicken and whatever little children that we like. If you win, well, it's really up to my little army here, but I'm sure the Spartan 300 shall not simply retreat.
I count with my 8 fingers.
That doesn't seem like a good deal. I think it's supposed to be if we win, you leave.
Well, that's not the Spartan way. We Spartan 300. Well, what the hell? Why not? All right, I'm pretty certain that I can take you down. So let's do it. If you win, then all of my men leave. That good? He turns around to the other guys and says, and speaks in his Spartan language, and you hear all these guys cheering, whee, going nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Just you and me. And he throws down, his packs or whatever, and then brings up his shield and his tiny little short sword, and points straight at Marcus's character. Let's do it, buddy.
All right. Well, I have my short sword out, so let's do it. Let's tango.
All right. Roll your initiative.
Okay. Let's see. A 1.
Okay. 4. All right. You go first.
Alrighty. Let's see. Behind my computer. 18. No, it's 16. 16 plus, I think, 2, 16. Yeah, so it's plus 2. So
That's a
18
hit.
total.
That's
Yeah,
a hit.
cool.
All right.
3 damage.
Describe how you attack the guy.
Yeah, so just very loosely and almost like I'm doing an interesting calisthenic with my short sword in front. And I nimbly slice at him, maybe going across his chest with the blade or something.
This fart still stands, and he swipes at you and hits armor class 2.
Oh yeah, that a hit. AC 3.
And he hits you, smites you with a mighty damage of 1.
Oh no.
And he lets out a loud cry, "For Spartan!" he stabs at you. Okay, next round.
All right, it's
3.
9.
Okay, he attacks you again. And this time he hits armor class 5.
Yep, or no. I have an AC 3. So he misses, yeah.
Okay, describe how you dodge out of the way.
Yeah, so kind of following in the dance of swordplay that we're having, I just loosely step to the side and he swipes at air.
And followed by your attack roll, please.
Yep, it was 17 total.
That's a hit.
2 damage.
And you hear him go, "Ah!" And he falls on the ground. And you hear a murmur from the background. It's like, "Oh no, he killed the chief! He killed the chief! He killed the chief!" And all these Sparts start panicking. And 3 of them come to his rescue and says, "You killed our chief! We're gonna avenge him!" And
try and be smited by my blade.
All right, one of them attacks you, or actually hits armor class 8.
No, that misses.
The other one hits armor class 7.
And that's a miss too.
And the last remaining one says, he's invincible. He can dodge our attacks." And the Spartans turn to each other and says, "Run away!" And this army of Spartans reach free, leaving the burning farmstead alone. Congratulations, you have defeated that Spartan army.
Very good.
And the little boy, he says, "What about my brother? Johnny is still missing."
Maybe he's just a Johnny-come-lately.
So he looks pretty devastated and looks at you guys and, everyone else. And says,
We can look for him, I suppose. I say, but I'm actually looking for any chickens that might have gotten loose.
Johnny!
Yeah, there are some live chickens running around, actually. So you're free to try to capture them. So let's see. Are you guys going to try to look for the guy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look for him.
We'll look around.
Okay. You spend about 40 minutes, and you find the kid. He's about 10 years old. He is hiding in one of the wells nearby. And he comes up and says, "Oh, D-Log, my brother." And they hug, and looks at you and says, thank you so much for saving me."
Why not? I say, it is now your responsibility to rebuild this farm and make the land as it was. Let's have some.
Yes, sir. Yep. The kids are teary-eyed and they're not really sure what to do. But in any case, they're safe at the moment. With that, you're reminded that you've spent about an hour and a half in this farmstead trying to save these people from the Spartan raid.
Yeah,
Right.
time
That's why
is
we all
of the utmost import.
I still think we should have ridden around this town.
I was thinking about that too. How come it was his idea, but we were the ones that did all the fighting? I say two left hook.
Seems that's just how it tends to work out when we're with that one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go collect my stars off the dead bodies, except for the one that I rolled a 1, I guess, which went probably into the barn.
I pull the dart I threw out of you.
Oh, thanks.
Do you guys search the bodies?
Yeah, but I only take interesting shit.
I'm gonna roll 1d4 and multiply by 10 minutes. That's how much you're gonna take to search through all the bodies.
Oh no, I'm not gonna search the bodies. I'm just gonna take things that I don't care about.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So you guys are back on the road, and some of the farmers that were fleeing the area, they thank you as you leave that area and say, "You're heroes. You saved us all. Those Vorts, they would have killed us.
Yeah.
and taken our
We don't
chicken."
have time for this. We don't have time for this, peasants.
Right? We don't have too much money,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Yep. Bye.
bye.
Yeah. Well, so I call back. I say, collect the things from the Spartans, and we'll be back for it. For our share.
All right. Yes, sir. All right. So these guys go back and they rebuild their stuff. You guys are back on the way, and as you continue to ride, you're at the foothills of the mountains. And from here on, it seems like riding your horse would be a challenge. The trail narrows, and you're in a fairly wooded area. Do you continue on with the horses, or do you tie them to a post, or what do you do?
Let's tie him up.
Can we lead them?
You can ride them, but it'll be single file.
No, leading. Like, but yeah. So.
Yeah. You're welcome to take the horses. It's single file anyway.
I lead mine.
So you tie the horse to a tree or something?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. So how many horses are we taking?
I have one.
No, all three of you guys are leading the horses?
No, I'm taking mine. I'm leading it.
Okay. You're leading it, not leaving it. Everyone's taking their horses, right?
Yes, I would definitely take my horse. I will walk her.
Okay. So you guys continue on, and the trail narrows down, and you go through a very dark forested area. And eventually, you come across a river. The map shows that you could take the shortcut by going up the trail into the mountains or following the river. Which way do you choose?
I just had my 24-hour disconnect and didn't get which way is what. Sorry.
Shortcut or river.
Okay.
I say shortcut.
Yeah, shortcut always.
Okay.
As you take the shortcut, it leads you into a rocky terrain. You see gravels, and as you continue to climb, the trees thin out. You see more light, and you're able to see your surroundings better. And as you make the climb,
We
won again.
It's always at that moment as you make the gone.
Sorry about that. So as you continue to make the climb, you're pretty exhausted from all of that fighting in the morning. It should be sometime in mid-afternoon, around 1 o'clock or so. You know that you have another a day's travel before you get to the temple. If you choose to continue on the way it is, you're going to take -1 penalty to your THACO.
Well, no, I
Said
think
-1.
yeah, but I think we can rest. We can rest a little
What
bit.
time?
Rest up?
Well, I mean, how long do we need to rest for? I'm an elf. I don't know if that matters.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm just a pesky human. I need to stretch.
Yeah, that's true. But you've been stretching.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, let's carry on. Why not? 1 minus. Who cares about that?
all right. Let's do it.
Yeah, as long as my horse is okay, because Sparkly doesn't like to get too tired.
Of course, its name's Sparkly.
Uh-huh.
I wanted a unicorn, but I felt like that might be a little stretch. I'm just gonna put that out there for the next session. Anyways, yeah, so we travel on.
Yeah, you guys are a little bit exhausted, but continue on your way. And as you make the ascent, you travel to a narrow trail beside a higher and higher precipice. So to your right side, you begin to see the distance between the bottom of that precipice and the top slowly increase. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you continue on that trail, and you see a pass. There are 2 large rocks on either side of the trail that you're on. It seems it's fairly narrow a pass, and you feel that you could either climb up to the walls on either side, or go through this fairly narrow pass. And right hand Fred interrupts, who hasn't been really doing anything until this point.
Yeah.
You sort of doubt whether if he was worth that 50 gold pieces that you paid him earlier. But he's looking up at you guys and finally speaks. He says, if I were a fighting man, and that I am, this will be a mighty good place for an ambush. I don't feel comfortable going through this place.
Probably.
Well, I think we could stop here for a second and we could check it out. And I nod to Left Hook.
Yeah, let's take a nice little rest as we check it out. And I'll stop and start stretching.
Yeah, and I'm gonna sneak up. Like I'm gonna go around the side and go, try to get on top and see if there's anybody out
there. The side of the wall is such that there's a large rock to your right. Mm-hmm. And right beyond that would be a drop. It's a fairly deep valley. You're certain that if you fall down from there to the right, you're probably going to die.
That's perfect.
On the left, there's another rock, but this is actually going up toward the mountain. You could take either path if you're trying to climb up. And also, between these 2 rocks is about 5 feet across. So should you decide to jump across from one to the other, you're pretty certain that you would be able to do that. I mean, there are certain points where it's narrow enough, and the widest point that you would see would be about 10 feet apart.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to go up the part that looks the most difficult because climbing walls is my specialty.
Great. So give me your climbing roll, please.
So I strip off my beautiful kimono and I have this tight outfit on, showing off my frame. And I say, I'll be right back. Can I climb? I have a 95% climb roll. I will try to roll. What do you want to roll? All right. Let's see. So if I can fall to my death here, guys, get ready. 47. So that should be a pretty clean success.
Yeah, you make that.
I'm also trying to do it quietly, if that's okay. And I would like to roll that. Or you can roll that, rather. I have 85% move silently.
Yeah. Well. Okay. You said that you have 84?
85.
85. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. My plan is to creep up and just poke my head over, and if there's somebody up there, I'm gonna like take them out with the sneak attack, assuming that I'm actually quiet. And if not, then I guess I'll die. Either way.
Up on the top of that rock, you don't see anybody for now, but the rock continues on, or this path continues on for about 50 feet. There are some trees and other things that are blocking your view. So if you're going to continue on for a little bit more, then you would have to make another sneak roll.
Okay. Yeah, I will continue on. I get low.
Okay. All right. You continue to creep up, and sure enough, you see an archer. Sitting down and eating a roasted chicken. And roll your find trap.
Find.
I mean, your perception. I'm sorry.
Perception. What do you want to find traps?
No, I actually roll under your wisdom.
Under my wisdom on 20-sided. Oh, my wisdom is 14, and I rolled an 11. Okay, so that's under. Not by much, but it's under.
Okay. On the other side of the rock, right now you're on the right side, where if you fall, then you're gonna continue on falling for quite a while. And there's another rock on the left side. On the left side rock, there's another archer. So you see two archers, posted, and they're basically chatting with one another. Throwing stuff, throwing little pebbles and playing with each other and eating chicken.
Okay. So this is what I would like to do. So, I'm like a martial artist or whatever, which I don't know what that means, but I am. And I have a martial art. What I want to do is, since I want to use my sneak attack backstep thing, but I want to grab the one guy that's on my side and throw him off the cliff. Like a fucking bat.
Okay.
So how you want to work that? Is that like, should I do a martial arts attack? I'm trying to look up the martial arts. I think it does a lot of damage, but it does. Let's see. I don't know if I can throw people with the rules.
Do you have any grapple stats?
I do not. I don't have any of the special moves, so I just want to try to knock him off the side if I can do that. I'm not sure how you would. If not, then I will just kill him with my sword. If that's
okay. Well, if you try to if you're trying to like throw him off the ledge or something like that, make an attack roll, but at -4 penalty.
Okay, so equal because I get a +4 because I'm sneak. He doesn't see me, right? So I get my sneak attack.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I shall do that. Here we go. Oh, 15. I don't know if that's good or not. That's AC 2.
It hits AC 2?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, actually that does it. So this guy that was eating chicken, it described to me how you toss this guy off the ledge.
So what I actually do is, so he's sitting there eating chicken, and I sneak up so quietly behind him, I actually like tap him on the shoulder, and he turns. I grab the chicken leg from his hand, and then I just push him off the side.
Yeah, and as he falls down, he goes, "Ah!"
That's right.
And at the same time, the other guy rises up, clambers to his feet, and roll initiative.
What's my 10 side? I lost it. Shit. 7.
Okay, it's a tie. It's a 7. And hold on. Okay. All right. So, what are you attacking him with?
I am going to. He's not close enough to throw him off the side, right?
No, he's
So-
about. Let's see. I'm gonna roll this for you too. He's about 7 feet from where you are. The gap between the two rocks are about 7 feet.
Okay, yeah, he's on the other side. Okay, so I'm
So
gonna take like 2 steps back, and I'm going to from my sash and my belt, I'm gonna and throw some stars at him.
Okay.
3 throwing stars. And at the same time, if I can, I'm going to take a bite. All right, so 20, 14, and 11. So the 11 is the worst one. The 11 hits a 6.
Okay. The last one didn't hit, but
Okay.
the other two does.
I see.
20 is a double damage,
No,
right?
it's not a natural 20. That's just a regular 20.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's size medium or small, right? So he does D6.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not bad. 6 points total. 2 stars.
6 points damage. Okay, and the guy says, "You're asking for it. You've messed with the wrong archer. My name is Robin Dude, and I'm gonna take you down." And he draws a sword and shoots at you. And also because you have the precipice to the back of you, if he makes a critical natural 20, I'm gonna have you roll 50% and roll under. If you roll under, then you're gonna make it. If you roll over it, then you're gonna fall down the ledge.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Okay. He hits 17 and 3. He makes 2 attacks per round. Actually, 17 hits -3 AC.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that-
And the second one hits AC 2. So 3 and 3. 6 points of damage.
Ouch. I explain. I say, son of a bitch.
One more thing. I'm sorry. He's got poison arrows.
Ah, bastard.
You take 1 point of poison damage from one. Lucky. Okay. 1 other point of poison damage.
Okay. Do I have to make a save or anything? Or just go?
Actually, yeah. Roll for your poison save.
Okay. See, poison is 12. Oh, I failed.
Both of them?
Oh, the second one. Succeeded the second one.
Okay. Yeah. So you only take 1 point of poison damage.
Oh, okay.
You have to do that for next 3 rounds.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. For both arrows? All right, that sucks. Okay. So I exclaim. Just like that. Coward! So I say it. And then I'm going to fuck him up if I can.
Okay. You guys, Marcus and Thaddeus, you guys hear the sound of battle. You heard one guy go, falling off the cliff, and you hear like some guy saying, I'm the best archer there ever was, Robin Dude or whatever.
I'll roll my eyes again.
Yeah.
Look over to him.
Yeah.
So you have a couple choices. You could actually try to climb up, rock number 1 to the left, rock number 2 to the right, or go straight in the middle between the path.
Can they see the guy now that he's standing up? Or no?
Not from where you are,
Okay.
because you traveled in even further. So they're not. You have to actually climb up and go down the path a little bit, 10 or 20 feet before you can see him clearly.
Well, I guess.
Hold on, let me roll for what's his name? Right hand Fred. Initiative 8. Did you guys roll initiative already?
Nope.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, roll initiative, please.
5.
1.
Okay.
Is this a new round or this is from last round?
Thaddeus goes. It's a new round.
Oh, okay. I got a 3.
Okay. This guy got 10.
So I see one of them, yeah? You're muted.
You can go between the rocks, or you can climb up.
Yeah, but I see one of them, right?
You don't see them. You can only hear the battle.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I try to climb. Oh, geez. It's 40%, I think, for non-proficiency. Oh, I actually make it. Wow. Okay. 22.
Which wall did you climb up on? The one on the left towards the slope going up, or one next to the ravine?
Well, the one which is in the direction of the sound. The most direct direction.
Okay. I gotta say it's the one on the left.
Okay.
Okay. Marcus, your action?
Yeah, I'll be trying to climb up with my short bow out, see if I can get an angle on anyone.
Okay. Roll for climbing skill. Climbing proficiency.
Okay, let's see. I failed. Not good.
Okay, you fall on your butt and go, oof. And that's basically it. You're still free to move into the pass if you choose to do so.
Oops, there we go. Yes, I think I will. I'll move into the pass.
Okay, good. All right, Daniel, it's your turn.
Okay, and I'm on the side where I can fall off, not him, right? So I can't throw him off the side?
Yeah, you could actually jump across to the safer side, because if you keep on, staying in that edge, if he rolls 20, then you have to make your balance roll.
Yeah, what I want to do, you'll see that I'm a terrible player because I always want to do things that aren't part of the rules, is I want to jump over there and try to take his bow out of his hand. I figure he's got to knock arrows and stuff. If I jump on him and start grappling the bow, then he's not going to be able to shoot an arrow at me. So that's my plan. That was such a bad plan that he decided to bail out. So I'm trying to take his bow. I jump at him and try to take it. Disarm him, I guess you would call it.
So before I broke off, I heard that you're going to jump over there and try to throw him down into the pass. Is that right?
No. Well, I'm going to try to disarm him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I think, do you know how that works, Mikey? I know it's in the fighter's book how you do it exactly, but basically.
Oh, God, no.
I mean, I suppose. But I want to disarm him. Anyways, let me try. I know you at the very least, I think it's an attack with a -4. It's a called shot, basically. So I'm going to attack him. I get 2 attacks because I'm using my martial arts.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to take the bow from him. So it's a called shot. So it's -4 to hit.
Okay.
So let's see. I'll roll and I'll see what I get. I roll both attacks at once. One is a 20, so that definitely hits. And the other one, well, it's a -4, so it's a 16. But I guess the natural 20 hits even if it was a minus. I don't know if that.
Yeah, that does it. You
Okay,
don't have to roll anymore.
The other one's an 11.
Yeah. So you managed to knock the bow out of his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I take it from him, and that was the first attack, actually, so I suppose I could have hit him with the second attack. But instead, I throw it off the side with my second attack. And I say, take that, bitch.
Okay. At that, he takes off, he pulls out his dagger and tries to lunge at you.
Well, that's not very nice.
And he hits AC 7.
That does not hit. Do I need to do my poison thing now? Or
yeah, because it's the second round, right?
Yeah, so I do it on my turn. Okay, so 2 saves, right? Mm-hmm. Passed 1, failed the other.
Okay, you take. Where's that poison? 24. You take 3 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus. All right. I stumble a little bit. I'm looking pretty bad right now. I mean, I look
Okay.
good, but I'm looking bad.
And right hand Fred, he has managed to climb up and onto the left side, and he's charging down the path because he heard the sound of battle, and he sees that one guy, you basically grappling with the guy, and sees him with the dagger, and he makes his attack. He draws 2 long swords, ching, and rolls a 20. Natural 20. And he rolls a 7 for that. Do you guys have that sheet? His damage? He's got like
plus 2 to hit, plus 3 damage.
Yeah, please. So he hits him for 10 points. Second one, he misses. He rolled 3. Next one, he rolled 1. So I'm going to say he goes, whoa! And he drops one of his swords.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I think he gets, what was it?
Oh, he actually has plus 6. No, does that make sense? He has plus 6 damage. Is that how that works?
He's got like a
plus 1d8. That says plus 2 in parentheses. He has a plus 2 because he's double. No, he's got plus 3 because he's double specialized, but he also has a plus sword. So it depends on what sword he's hitting with, I guess. One of them is plus 5, and the other one's plus 3.
Okay. He would have dropped the lesser one, pretty certain. I mean, that was a natural 1, and I messed up on that one.
Yeah.
So I think his attack goes down to 2 and 1 each round. Yep. Okay. So next round.
Cool.
He rolled 9. It's your turn, guys.
7.
A 9.
I'm 5, so I guess I'm first then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I will, because now I'm in melee with them, so I'm going to pull my my sword out. He's going to be like, you had a sword this whole time? Because I'm like a ninja. And that isn't that good. That's my plus, that's a 15, which hits AC 2. Yeah. Is that him, AC 2?
Yeah, it hits him. He's 5.
I cleave his ass. Let's see, what is it? A D8?
D8.
Seems like a lot of damage. D8, and I get plus 2 damage because I'm an X1. So 6 plus 2 is 8.
Damage. Okay, he looks pretty bloodied up.
Yeah.
But
I say to him, swear fealty to me, and you won't have to die today.
And the guy smiles and says, "You're a funny man." And all of a sudden, from behind him, about 10 feet away, you see a fellow materialize before you guys, and he casts confusion.
By the way, I failed my saves, both of them.
Okay. So let me roll them. 1 and 2.
Okay.
So that's the last of the poison round.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like stumbling on my feet.
Okay, and
you guys save versus no?
Yeah.
Failed.
Okay. Thaddeus?
What do I see?
It's confusion. Is it -2 or -2?
Oh, sorry. -2 on spell save.
Yeah.
Is it on us? On all of us?
Yeah, against you guys.
Jeez.
I failed.
I made it.
Okay.
I failed. I don't know.
Okay. And let's see. Daniel's character, you seem like you're in the middle of a field or something. You feel very calm and you don't want to do anything. And you stand there for a little while. For next, what's the duration here? I believe it's 10 rounds.
Oh my god.
2 rounds per level.
Yep.
The clouds are beautiful.
And left hook, you suddenly feel enraged. You're just really angry, and you want to take somebody out.
Who's closest?
Unfortunately, our dear friend Right Hand
Oh no.
is the closest. Okay, who's next?
I'm on a 7.
I believe it's you.
How many people do I see?
You're up on the ledge, right? You see all of them now. You see our Snowblood, and the archer, and you see the mage.
Okay. Magic missile in the face of the mage. 2.
Of the mage, okay.
2 and 3 is 5 damage.
5 damage. He doesn't look too good. I mean, he stumbles a little bit, but he's still standing. All right. Next, I think it's my warrior, right? Is it the next? Do we roll initiative or I totally lost track of where we are in the battle.
Yeah, this round, what's happened so far is I went, and then
and he attacked you with the dagger.
Test?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Did he attack you with the dagger this
Yep.
round? Okay. And let's see. And Marcus's character. Did he go? Did Marcus go?
No. I'm gonna
Okay.
yeah.
Marcus, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for I guess since feeling enraged against closest person. Guess that would be
Your old right hand.
right hand, yeah. So I'm gonna lash out with some short sword. It's a 14 total.
He has a pretty high AC. I think it's like AC 3 or something.
Okay, I think that misses then.
No, if you're a thief like I am, that exactly hits. Well,
Oh, okay, great, excellent.
That goes 17, so that would hit.
Oh yeah, it's 17. That is yeah. So
Roll your damage.
4 damage as I hit him in rage.
Yeah, he takes that damage, and he looks at you and says, "You're under a spell, laddie. Come out of it." But he continues to attack the other fella, the mage that's casting the spell, and he rolled 3. I forget what his Deco was. You guys see it over there, right? It's like 14 or something.
No, his Thaco is actually 9 with the sword.
Okay. 9 with the sword. He hits AC 6, which is a hit. And his sword.
He does plus 5 damage.
I have my armor on. Armor is.
Oh, he's hitting you?
Is it 6? What?
He's not hitting you.
Yeah, no. He's not hitting you. There's another
Oh,
mage.
God. Okay. Sorry.
The opponent. And,
I heard mage and I felt offended. Okay.
Yeah, and he looks pretty fucked up. The guy's like, he takes a sword to the gut, and he's about to fall or something.
Nice.
Okay, next round. 3.
8.
2.
Okay.
I mean, I'm confused, right? So I can't do anything. Do I roll every round to see what happens with confusion, or just a one-time thing?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to decide who goes first because, like, the order of casting. I guess if you get hit, then your magic gets interrupted, so on and so forth.
No, I got you, but I'm confused, so I shouldn't roll at all. I can't do anything.
Oh yeah, that's right. Right. Okay. Who said 2?
Me.
Yeah. Okay. You go. Both of them look pretty much beaten up. The mage has taken a sword to the gut. The other guy, was messed up by Daniel's character.
Now, am I still full of blind rage or what have you?
Yeah, you're full of rage, but at this point, realizing that you're under a spell, the fighter moves to the other side of that guy.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll attack him. Yeah, that guy's a fighter. It's a total of 18.
Good.
Yeah, so I think that hits him. 6 damage.
Yeah, you cleave the guy in half.
Oh, nice. I let out a battle cry.
Ah! He dies.
Yeah.
And the other guy looks at him and says, "No!" And I think I rolled 3, so I go next. And this time he attacks you with the dagger. And he rolled 4. That's a miss. And he wildly misses. I believe it is Middlefinger's turn.
Another magic missile into my colleague's face. Or 2. Okay. 2 and 2 is 4.
Good. Yeah, and the guy gets blasted out of the place and just falls dead right there.
I look happy. The first time now this day.
Okay. So, you see a total of 3 bodies these guys are waiting for, laying an ambush for you guys. And what do you do?
I look at the clock.
Do you search the body or?
Really quickly.
Okay. Yeah, you search the body, and there's a letter from some folks named Unholy Trinity, telling these guys it's like wait here in the past and make sure that they do not survive the encounter. Time is of the essence, and we want to we want to accomplish our task, and there's nothing more.
Yeah, that didn't work too well for them.
Mm-hmm. All right, and let's see. You see, you find total of 270 gold pieces in various sorts of gems. I haven't really thought about how they would be found. But yeah, it should be worth about 270 gold pieces. And alongside those loot, you find 3 healing potions, serious damage healing potions, which ought to be fairly handy for now.
I guess you deserve one.
So I come out of my trance, I guess, at some point, and yeah, I'm pretty hurt actually. So if there's a healing potion, I would be much obliged. I'm down to 7 hit points.
Healing potion heals the same amount of hit points as a typical serious cure serious wound would.
Oh,
I believe it's like 17 hit points each. Is that right? Or is that the critical? I forget.
sounds like a lot. I'll look it up. Look at the book. So yeah. I will drink a potion because I definitely need it because I need very few hit points. So somebody threw a dart into my bag.
Oh, come on, that was 1 point.
If I had died by only 1 point, that would have been.
Oh man.
Typical women. Oh man.
Oh wow, it's a 4th level spell. Yeah, that probably heals a lot actually. Let's see. I don't have a lot of hit points. Because I'm a thief. So did he have the mirror on?
No.
Bummer.
They're basically henchmen hired or underlings instructed by the other folks that are actually going after the mirror.
Oh wow.
They were there to delay you guys or to kill you.
Spell. Laying the hand and each of the priests has 2d8 plus 1. Okay. So 2d8 plus 1. So 6. 5 is 11 plus 1 is 12. All right, I'm not always back up, but I'm pretty good. Ah, that was refreshing.
So after the battle, you guys are free to either rest or continue on. It's up to you guys.
Well, no.
Yeah, continue now that we're fine again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I'm going to pull that quiver of poison arrows off the guy and hand it to our archer. Our archer.
You should have in your quiver. You should have 11.
Nice. So that's for you, Marcus, because I can't use a bow.
Okay, sweet.
11 poison arrows.
Perfect.
The poison arrow stats. Let me give you that information. It's 1d. Where'd it go? Yeah, poison 1d4 for 3 rounds. Okay.
That's really good.
All right, one more time.
One poison of 1d4 for 3 rounds after you get hit. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can hit him multiple times, I'm surprised that Daniel actually made it out alive.
Yeah, me too. I was dropping quickly.
So as you discover that note, which references to this group called Unholy Trinity, speak amongst yourselves on what your plan is. It seems like there are other people that are ahead of you, and these people that you just fought have been only a means to delay you from your task.
Yeah, well, we can't help it. We have to go after them now. And fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you, what do? You continue on the path, correct?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. The trail continues to widen after you go across the pass, and as you climb up the rocky pass, the descent slows down into a plateau, and there's a fairly easy trek leading up to the monastery. And let's see, roll your percentage points. And try and see if we have greater than 70%.
Everyone?
Actually, if one of you guys can roll it for the entire party, that would be good.
Go ahead, Daniel.
High number, so it shouldn't be Marcus.
Yep.
Yeah, unless you really don't want it.
Oh, I see. I shouldn't have been a wise guy. 61, so I just didn't know.
61%? Okay. All right. If you could, all of you guys, if you could roll perception.
We don't have perception? What?
Roll under your wisdom.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
No.
Okay. What is the wisdom score of right hand? You guys have that?
Oh crap! I closed that window.
God damn it! I close it all the time. Blah blah blah. 9. Test.
So you rolled under your wisdom?
I did by a lot. I rolled.
I didn't.
Yeah. For Lady Snowblood, you notice that there are tracks that have been made along the path. It seems like there's another group that has passed the area fairly recently. I was hoping that you guys would actually beat these guys to the place, but it seems like they're headed there before you guys.
Yeah, they're ahead of us, guys. We must push forward.
Okay. And right hand looks at you guys, says, "Well, these guys knew where to lay an ambush. I'd say we ought to be very careful going forward."
That's a good plan.
Yep. So any plans on how you approach the road? Across the distance, you see the outlines of the monastery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rocky, spires that are about 40 feet tall, I suppose. And you see some steps leading into a large gate.
Well, I think one thing we could do is I point over to some wooded area. I say we could light a fire over there, like a campfire, and throw some wet leaves on it or something, so that it's very smoky. So they'll think we're resting before we make our attack, and then we can circle around the other way.
That is quite wise.
Yeah.
They taught me that in the ninja camp. But as well, I can sneak up. We can sneak up. I look at Left Hook, who's also sneak with me the last time and almost got me killed.
Right.
We could definitely sneak. I don't know. Is Left Hook a sneaky guy?
Yeah, let's see. Let me triple check. I think he's pretty sneaky. Yeah, his move silently is 65. Height is 80.
That's pretty good. Yeah. So I think maybe we can do that. You guys can light that fire and then circle around this way, and we'll scout ahead with our, sneakiness.
Okay.
What was the hide move silently roll?
Mine is 85.
Okay. And Marcus?
My height is 80.
Okay. Okay. And Maria, how are you approaching the area?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do you have a spell, or are you rendering yourself invisible, or just hiding?
Well, she's not approaching yet. They're lighting the fire. No?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I'm basically staying out of sight for now, and then I'm using the smoke. Yeah, to stay out of sight, hopefully. Why are you laughing?
You're going to be so mad when you get killed now because I separated the party. Somehow I've managed to split the party again.
How are you guys hiding? I mean, are you guys together? Are you guys
we're spread
going in the opposite direction?
I think we should. Yeah, that's actually what we should do. We should circle around. So I do the little thing we draw on the ground, and I'll do it in my hand. All right, so you go around this way, and I'll go around this way, and then we'll meet in the middle.
Okay, cool. So as you execute your plan and light the campfire, you know, about 20 minutes pass, and you see the gate of the monastery open, and you see one of the monks come out. He's looking around, and he seems to be a young boy, and he stumbles out and approaches the area where you guys lit the fire. You guys are spying that. The campfire area, right? As you guys are making your approach, are you guys looking at it, or are you just,
Well, yeah. So if I see this, I'm making the assumption that probably the baddies are watching this monk, so they're all looking that direction. So I want to make my move to go behind the other side and climb up the wall.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make the climb.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty good at climbing.
Yep.
I crack my knuckles and I climb. Well, yeah, with a 16. I basically like parkour it at the side.
Yeah, you do your Spider-Man climb, and you're on top of it. On top of this building, you see a little ledge, and you see an open window nearby.
Yeah, that's what
You can enter. At this point, what's Marcus's character doing?
I want to try to mimic what the other thief is doing to one up him, but yeah, I want to try this same maneuver.
Okay, do you have a climb stat?
Negative.
Okay. I don't know how to put this. I'm not so sure whether if you could do that.
That's fine.
If you have a rope that you want to lower down for your party member, I suppose you can do that. But
yeah, I'll just kind of look up and like shake my fist.
Would I know they can't? I guess we can together before we know that. If he's not good at climbing, I'll drop my silk rope down behind me.
I'll look up to the wall and kind of like look like I'm trying to climb, but it's really just me sliding against it.
Yeah, so basically what I do is I take my sword, and I unsheath it, and around the sheath is my silk cord, so I like jam it in the wall like a grappling hook, and then I lower the rope down to him, and then I'm going to go for the window with my sword drawn.
Maria, if you could roll under your dex -2.
Oh, I made it.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
You see a bunch of dry branches, but you managed to not snap them. And somehow you make your way to the area where these two guys are. And you guys all meet in the back of that monastery. Okay. And let's see how many minutes. You guys all climb up using that rope?
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily wait for them. I want to go to the window and peek in while they're climbing.
Okay.
Like, I won't go into the window, but I'm going to peek because I don't want to make sure he's going to come at us.
Okay. You see a room, and there are about 3 monks wearing gray robes, all huddled in, and they seem to be mumbling with one another. You can try to listen and find out what they're saying.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to listen while they're climbing. And I do have a listen roll, too.
Okay.
My listen is... Don't thieves have listen? Oh, no, they don't have... No, detect noise. There it is. I have 5. Do you want me to roll it, or are you going to roll it?
I'll roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear them mumble.
Yeah, like,
and one of them says, I don't know. Those priests... they seem to be following the fell lord. They're some sort of cultist. And I can't believe we're at this point here. What do you say? Should we give him the crystal? And the other guy says, no, if we give him the crystal, then we don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't recommend it. And another guy says, but we have no choice. They're going to kill us all. So that's basically a gist of what they're talking about. It seems like they're saying that they have these monks hostage,
Yep.
and they're trying to get the crystal from them.
So I, I've got my sword because they have my sheath, so I just put it down so it's not seen. I put my head up and I say, "Psst, monks."
One of them looks up. It's like, "Hey."
I'll do like a signal to be quiet. I say, I signal for them to come.
One of them looks to be an elderly gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
He approaches the window.
I say, we're here to retrieve the mirror and ensure the rightful Duke is crowned. I see that you are in need of assistance, and I have a means to make your escape.
If you would excuse me, I just don't trust your words right now. Tell me the words that I need to hear.
Long live the Duke.
The fellow nods and says, all right, you've finally arrived. We received a message from the bird that Father Xavier sent. We were expecting to see you, but these trio of folks came in.
Yeah, they're fast.
One of them claims to be Father Lowengoat, another a woman named Mother Gretel, and there was a young fella by the name of Brother Dalen. 3 of them. They're incredibly powerful. They slew our head monk. They're a little bit injured, but they're still too powerful for us to take.
Do they have the mirror, or do you have it?
They've been taking one of us at a time, interrogating. We could hear the screams of our brothers, but none of us have told them where the crystal is.
Are you all here now?
You see about, 6 months in there. This is all we have right now. I don't know where the others are.
Oh, so there are others. God damn it. All right, I was hoping to get, well, I think we should get you to safety. Anyways. And
I think there's a spy amongst us as well. One of the brothers, or a few of them, may have betrayed us to these Cretans.
Let's see. Well, I don't think about that. I didn't have any means to know who the spy is. Where's the mirror?
Good night, baby.
Sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
The mirror's in the back chamber, the jewel chamber of our monastery. It's a secret location. The entryway is behind the altar.
Okay, that's fair enough. I try to get some quick directions on how to get there from the room that we're at. I want to try to get them out if they're willing to leave. And of course, I'll move back to my party as they're climbing out the wall and tell them.
Okay. So as you, what do you do? Do you lower the ropes for them to climb up the window?
Yeah, exactly.
Onto the ledge. Okay. Yeah. The monks actually climb up and they get to the ledge, and because you let them out, they basically scatter to the woods from the back. From the directions that he gave you, it seems like there's a corridor down the room where they're being held up, but apparently it's locked. And from the outside, you have to find a way to open that place, or find a way to enter the building from another direction.
We could probably. Well, I confer with my thievy friend. You're not a very good climber. Oh, you couldn't open the locks.
I'm just nervous.
No, I understand, but what's your lockpicking like these days, Right Hook?
Oh, it's not bad at all.
Okay.
I'd say I tend to score well 7 out of 10 times.
Oh, that's very good.
My attempts, yes.
All right, so I think we can probably do this no problem. So
Okay.
yeah, let's creep. So I guess we want to creep down the hallway to the door.
Okay.
What about me?
Well, you should wait here until we open the door, at least, because you're not very creepy.
Okay.
No, it's not very far to the door, right?
No, it's not too far away from the
Yeah,
door.
we should creep.
I mean, it's just that chamber. If you lower yourselves down into that chamber, you'll be, in the same situation that the monks were. They were locked behind that door.
Oh, it's
it's actually a little room where they're being held. But if you try to pick the door and open it up, you should be able to do that.
Okay, then I'm sorry. Then you're with us, middle fingers. I thought we had to go somewhere to do it. All right, yeah. So go ahead and make the lock picking attempt, my friend.
Okay. 77. Do you guys beat it?
I got 70%.
Oh my god! So you can't pick it?
I kind of fumble and I say, I think something's wrong with this lock.
I just got a new set of lock picks. Let me try, and I take my hairpin out. I'll make an attempt. My open locks is 65, so I'm not bad at that actually.
Do you have a bonus for that pick lock pick?
No, I was just saying it because I didn't want him to feel bad.
Okay. You really show him off. Click, and the lock falls from the door.
Nice.
All right.
I say
I kick the lock.
Say I'll hold on to my craftsman. These are really good, and I put the hairpin back.
Yes, I'm too relaxed from all my stretching, I think.
Okay, you find yourself in a dark hallway. Apparently, there was one monk that was keeping watch, and he turns around and finds you, and he's surprised.
So I go, I put my finger on it and say, shh.
Apparently, because the guy was the one that was guarding the door, he tries to run and shout. Roll initiative, please.
Oh, okay. Oh, 2, so that's pretty good. Hopefully I can.
Okay. He rolled 9, so you can take action before he does anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grapple him. I jump on him and try to cover his mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I get to attack because I have martial arts. And I miss terribly. Probably because I had my sword out. I'm like, whoa, jeez. So yeah, I miss him completely.
Okay. Marcus, are you doing anything to help him? Roll your initiative for us.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. What about you, Maria?
I rolled a 10.
Okay. All right. Right hand, who happens to be there at a very convenient time. He rolled 3.
Nice.
And he grapples. And rolls 1. So he tries to get him, but I guess the monk, does a backflip and gets out and runs down the corridor, and he starts yelling, "Intruders! Intruders!"
Motherfucker.
What do you do?
I just shake my head. Okay. I mean, how far does it get? Oh, somebody hasn't gone yet. Marcus, you haven't gone yet, right?
Correct. I'm just going to try to stab the guy. I'm not feeling too calm. Messing up the lock.
All those stretches, he tightens up.
This is why I stretch. So these things don't happen. Thankfully, I rolled a 2, so regardless, I miss.
Perhaps the blunt of your weapon is better.
Yes. I'm blinded by hate.
I just imagine that they were all trying to get through the door at once, so we all just kind of collide into each other because nobody's hitting this guy at all. What about our wizard? What did he do?
Is it my turn, really?
Yeah, it's your turn. Middle finger,
Okay.
Thaddeus.
I guess I just. I don't know. I don't want to hurt that guy. I do nothing. I stay in the back.
Okay. The guy disappears around the corner, and you have one round where you can decide to either flee in the opposite direction or stay or travel down that same path. You know that the chamber that the monk told you about is on the other direction.
Oh, well, that's where we go then.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. So you make your way down the chamber, and sure enough, you see a small door. And let's see if the door is locked. And door is open, so you're free to enter.
Nice. And we do so.
Is anybody checking for traps?
No, of course not. Why would I do that?
I will check.
You want to?
Why not?
All right, go for it.
Must I have 70%.
Oh, nice.
Find disable.
Okay. Yeah, and sure enough, you see a glyph alongside the door, and you know it to be an alarm bell of some sort.
I would stop my other thief friend and say, this is why I stretch.
Ah,
And I'll
Do
point.
what?
well done.
Don't ask questions.
And you try
I
to
am one
disable
with
it,
myself.
or what do you do?
Yeah, I want to try to disable it also.
Okay.
Now watch this.
Sure.
Let me show you how to do
What-
something. 70%.
Okay, yeah, you managed to erase the glyph,
Hmm.
and you let the party pass. And as you enter,
Now you see it, now you don't.
rows of pews, and on the altar there is a statue of an angel, and on the other side there's a small small bowl, an empty bowl.
Nice. I'm going to take some of the pews, assuming they're not pushed to the ground, and I'm going to push them against the door to make sure it stays locked.
Okay,
And barricade us in a little bit here so we can figure out what to do.
you
There's,
managed to do that. Yep.
there's a secret. I tell the others while I'm doing that so they can start to figure it out. But there is a secret door behind the altar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do? Do you go behind the altar?
Go do your thing. And fast.
At you, left hook. Nope, he's out of it. He's not going to do it.
Yeah, you could go and detect for hidden objects. You know, detect for traps, basically.
Yeah, he has a 70%. You're going to do
Okay.
that?
Yeah, I'll do that. And he manages to find a trace outline of a small trap door underneath the altar. And from what he could infer, it seems like some sort of a apparatus where something has to be pressed at just the right amount of pressure.
Interesting.
On the altar, you see that little figure of an angel. On the, behind that altar, in that little cranny, there's a little, what's it called? A little bowl, a silver bowl.
Is the bowl empty?
The bowl is empty.
Here's the holy water.
And there's nothing in that room aside from these two objects.
Okay. What does the angel?
What's that?
What does the angel look like?
The angel is a little statuette about the size of, small pitcher. It's it's about a foot high, half a foot wide in the other directions. So half a foot by a foot.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up. Is it heavy?
It's not, and you hear a swish.
Ah! I see if there's like a cap or something so I can open it up, or if like the mouth pulls the water out of the peas or whatever.
Yeah, on the hand where the angel is reaching up to the sky. Hold on a second. Reaching up to the sky is a little spout, and you feel that you could pour something.
So I look at the others and I say,
You say what? Sorry.
I say,
Okay, I still didn't.
No idea what you said, so I just nodded very swiftly.
So I pour some water onto the bowl.
Okay, you pour the water onto the bowl, and as you do so, from down the corridor, you hear a clamor as if people are running down the hall. You locked the door before, right?
Yeah, we locked it with the prison front of it.
Yeah, and you hear a crash against that door. Excuse me, guys.
Mm-hmm. So, hold the door.
Yeah, you hear the crash against the door, and at the same time, the little trap door clicks open, and you guys are free to proceed down there.
Mm-hmm.
The bowl is still has the water in there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. Actually, I'll go into the trap door, and then I'll be the last one, I guess. I'm gonna like reach up with my sword, and I'm gonna try to just like knock the bowl over and try to jump in quickly.
Okay. Yeah, as you do so, roll under your dex, please.
Oh, okay, good. I have really high dex. 11. I'm under by a lot.
Yeah, as you knock the water out of that bowl, the trapdoor begins to shut, and you just manage to move your hand out of the way of the trapdoor, and the trapdoor apparently vanishes again. Okay, and you guys are down in a very tight quarter. It is basically a crawl space. It's very dark. It's very difficult to see, but you feel something crunching beneath you.
Oh, gross. I'm just going to say right now, if this is bones, I'm going to be completely turned off as I crawl forward.
You feel the floor move a little bit.
Oh, Jesus.
And as you feel your way across, you realize these are live insects.
Oh, even grosser. Okay.
Roll under your constitution, all three of you, everybody.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks,
Failed.
I have a 9 con for what it's worth, so let's see.
I made it.
Oh, God. I rolled a 1.
Nice.
Those of you who have failed take 10% penalty from your proficiency, but aside from that, you feel pretty good. You proceed down the hall. By the way, for the mage, whatever the saves that you roll, you're gonna take one penalty for next 2 hours.
But I made it.
Okay, you made it. I'm sorry. Yeah, just those who failed.
Nice try.
Okay.
You're taking it anyways.
Yep. So you guys continue down the corridor, and you hear from the back. It's like, hey, where did they go? Where did they go? They can't just disappear. They're probably hiding, using their magic. And these guys are doing something, but you don't care. You continue to proceed on. And as you do so, you see a you come to a dead end.
Surely there's a secret door here. I say as I look with my elf eyes.
Marcus?
Heck, I was muted. I kept hitting the wrong thing. Or missing the.
I rolled
microphone.
81, so
Oh,
Marcus,
nice.
I believe you failed.
Yeah.
For the you want to give that a try, Daniel?
I'm finding or moving traps?
Yeah.
65 for me. Yeah, sure. I'm looking around.
85. Nothing happens. Maria, you want to give it a shot? I'm gonna have you if I roll under. Excuse me, 20. Okay.
Under 20? Yeah, please.
Oh, for this? Jesus.
45. Yeah, I mean, no one finds anything. It's completely dark in here, and there are these insects crawling all around the place. And, you hear, crashing noise from the chamber that you left behind. And it's completely dark. It's very difficult to see.
Yeah, I mean, I have infravision, so I'm not worried about that. Although it's probably even nastier for me because I have infravision because all these bugs are in here. Guys, what the fuck? I say as I puke.
Right hand. Yeah, the old silent fighter finally says, "Hey, we gotta get out of here. We gotta bump into the wall or something. We can't just remain here trapped." And he takes out his sword and bashes against the wall, looking for a hollow sounding wall. And he manages to find it, and he cracks it open.
Good man.
And from there comes out a lengthy something that's crawling around.
Oh, Jesus.
Roll your initiative, please.
Oh, my God, a monster. Good job, right set, Fred. 8.
1.
2, and Marcus.
7.
7?
7.
Okay. The creature, whatever it is, it hisses, and then it chitters and lunges at our dear old mage. And hits AC 7.
No. Armor.
Okay. Nothing? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't hit at all.
Well, it hits, but the damage is subtracted of that threshold, if I remember correctly. What damage is it? I'll look it up just to be safe. Just roll damage. I'll write it down.
And it does 2 points of damage. Can you do a poison save?
I made it.
Okay. All right. So nothing happens. And
no, hang on. No, above. No, I don't make it. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
You take 4 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, 8 points plus 1 per level of caster. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you take 4 points of poison damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's it. Next person in the round.
I got an 8. I think I'm lost.
And what was yours? 7. I don't think I did. Right hand did 10. So it's Marcus's turn.
Let's see. Where am I in relation, I suppose? I think I'm pretty close.
You guys are in a very tight quarter, so
Okay.
you can't really move about all that well.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to try to get behind him, but I guess that's not going to happen.
Ghost.
No.
Sneak up on that thing.
Can I launch an arrow, or is it too close?
It's too close. I mean,
Okay,
it's
then
at
I'll-
melee range, and it's right around you guys, and it's slithering between you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stab at it.
Okay.
Ooh, a nat 20.
Okay. That does it. What did you roll?
5 for damage.
5 damage.
Yeah.
So double damage, 10 points.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Yeah. It goes. Yeah. It makes that noise. Do it again, baby. Yeah, it makes.
I see. I wondered.
It makes a convoluted version of that sound, but it's still wiggling around.
Oh my god.
Next in line.
All right, I'm hacking this thing. Well, I'm going to try to jab it with my sword since we're in tight range here. I say, stay away from me, you foul beast. 17 plus 3, so yeah, no, plus 2. So yeah, -2 AC, that probably hits, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it hits him.
And we do a D8. Is it large or is it medium or small?
It's medium size.
Medium? Okay. Oh, nice. Max damage. 8 plus 2, 10. Oh, that's both of us doing 10 damage. Nice.
Describe how you kill this monster, this creature.
Yeah, so I just like, I actually don't even do it on purpose. Like, I mean, I'm trying to kill it, but I slip on the bones and my sword just goes so far forward, I realize the entire hilt stuck into it. And I pull it out and it stopped moving.
It makes a very bone-chilling sound, and then suddenly it goes quiet.
And then I throw up again.
Right. All right. So the space where it crawled out of, it's a hole, and you seem like you can continue on in that direction.
You think they would have made this easier? Oh, shit,
Well-
I say as I go forward.
Well, ideally, you would have made that a detect trap and opened the proper passage.
Yeah. So yeah. No, I mean, I say that in character. So I crawl through the hole. I just want to get away from these bugs because right now they're
Mm-hmm.
So you continue on, and finally you hit another dead end. But this time you see a little symbol, a symbol of that angel, above you. It seems like another trapdoor of some sort. It's a stone trapdoor, by the way.
Okay. Can I push it? I mean, I try.
Sure, it's pretty heavy.
Okay.
So open door, spin bar.
Sure. My open door is an 8. That's on a D20, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to get out of here.
You just go poop.
I'm like bugs.
And everyone looks at you, and it's like, oh my god, I can't believe he just opened that large stone trap door with such ease. All right, so yeah, everyone clambers on top of top to that chamber, and it is a fairly small chamber, and you see a dais, and atop it there's a small crystal mirror. Around the mirror is a silver frame, and there's a little handle, but you have found it.
I won't touch it.
Yeah, I avert my eyes because I don't want to see how bad I look right now. But I'm gonna. Is there any other way out of this room that we can see?
Unfortunately, no.
So I look at the main teleportation, right?
What's that?
I look at our mage friend and I say, "You have teleportation, right?"
Who do you think I am? Archmage?
God damn it! All right. Well, this usually goes bad, so let's just try it anyway. So I'm gonna look at the. I'm gonna look under the mirror and around it and try to search for any traps before I grab it. So I have a 65.
Yeah, you see no traps.
Okay. So I'm gonna take my sash and kind of like grab the mirror and wrap it around it and then pick it up.
You succeed. It's just regular old mirror.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
for you, yeah, it's super light. You just put it in there.
Yeah, I stick it in my little sachet area, my sachet, and then I say, "Can somebody please smash the walls or something? Because I do not want to go back to the bugs." And then I sit on the ground and move.
On top, you see the light shining through. Because there's I forgot to mention that there's a column of light shining through from the top down onto the dais. So, but the tower, the small column seems to go up quite far.
Awesome. I climb it. Actually, before I climb it, I take the mirror and I hand it to Left Hook. And I grab my rope and put it around my waist so I can lower it once I get up there. And I'm going to climb because I haven't done it. So
very good.
Unless I'm very unlucky, I should be able to get
All right. 52. You go up about 20 feet, and the space gets pretty tight for you. But you should be able to continue to climb for another 40 feet or so. I mean, excuse me, 20 feet or so. You continue?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, you make it. And last part. Yeah, you managed to get up to the very top. There's a very thick mirror. I'm sorry, very thick glass that's preventing your exit, however.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, I reach into my pouch. I tie off the rope. I bang a spike in or something if there's something up there to do it to. And I reach into my pouch and I pull out one of the diamonds from earlier, and I cut a hole in the glass.
Okay. You succeed, and the glass rains down on the below upon the dais. I'm sure the other characters are smart enough to get out of the way.
Yeah, I say heads up after.
Yep. So yeah. With that, you exit out into the open space. You're atop a very tall spire. And you're free to climb down should you choose, or pull up your companions, or whichever way that you like to proceed.
I mean, how much space is up here?
It's like a little chimney.
Okay.
So the diameter of that little hole is about 3 feet wide. Maybe.
Okay. So
two feet. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. About 2 feet. About 2 feet across.
Right. So multiple people can't really sit up here. Maybe 2 people at most. So we're gonna have to do it in shifts. So yeah. I mean, I tell them. I call down softly, but they're inside a tunnel, so it should be easy enough to. And I say to climb up, but we're gonna have to, figure out how to get them. You have a rope, right, Marcus?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's fine. So we use his rope, I guess, to climb down the other side. Because we'll have to have two.
Okay, Marcus, you use the rope, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the rope.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna give you 70% proficiency for Micah because you don't have anything yet. But using the rope, I'm gonna say that you'll have to make that.
I do what?
70%.
I have to make what?
70%. 70%. Just roll a 2d10.
I made it. Yeah, I made it.
Okay, so you guys managed to climb out of that column, and you guys are sort of dangling on the side of the spire. Do you have to make another a percentage roll for successful climb down?
How do I always end up in those places with you? I made it.
Right, I guess I'll roll mine.
Yeah, I got a 24.
I got a 4.
Yeah,
I go down very gracefully. I basically leap, and then just as I'm about to hit the bottom, I grab it and spin around gracefully and land.
Yeah, the Ninja Spider-Man makes the graceful landing, and you guys are down on the ground.
Yeah.
Are you trying to be fairly stealthy? What's going on here? But no one's around right now. But it seems like there's a a great deal of commotion in the
Let's
the
get
monastery.
into the bushes and run.
Yeah, we're stealthing the hell out of there. Do you have
Okay.
invisibility?
Do you have invisibility?
No.
Okay. All right.
We'll do
Give
that
me.
before you roll anything.
So you got what do you guys do? Do you sprint?
We're gonna go and I'm gonna go, and
Do
then Marcus will go, and then she'll go, and that way
Okay,
we
do
can
you-
cover her as she's running across.
Do you sprint, or are you using like some sort of a speeding, hasting spell, or
No, I just
Oh, hang on. I have haste.
nice. Oh shit! You can cast on all of us, right?
Yeah.
Hell
No.
yeah. It's
Oh
an area effect.
shit. Yeah, that's true. It's not group haste. Oh.
I mean, you
You
don't
know what? I still cast it on myself.
have nice.
I think haste is actually an area spell.
Yeah, in second edition, I think it is.
Yeah, it is. It is an area spell. So everybody within that radius would get the boost.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're still gonna go on ships that way. Like, 'cause I'm pretty confused as Marcus. So we're gonna cross the field first, and then cover them as they come across using our missile weapons, just in case they.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm a ninja. This is how we do things. I'll teach you my ways. If you teach me those stretches.
So you guys cast that hasting spell and managed to dart your way across the field and disappear
Yep.
into the bushes. But you know that are you guys going to go into a different route, or are you taking the same trail?
Well, no, we're gonna go a different way if we can. We need our horses first, though. So wherever we left them, we have to at least go back to there.
So using the same trail, right? Basically, where you came from, or are you guys going to go around and somehow risk getting lost?
Yeah, I thought the river was the other way, so we can just take the river back. We're gonna get lost.
Okay. All right. Well, considering that you've already secured the mirror, it doesn't really matter whether the other party catches you or the other party gets to the mirror or not at this point. So you manage to wander the wild for a little while. Let's see if there's any random encounter. Woo. Yep, it's a pretty uneventful travel, and you manage to reach your horses within half a day's travel. So yeah, you make your way there, and from there you ride your horses back to the town. The trip is fairly uneventful, and you are about to reconvene with the father Xavier. Can I take a 5-minute break, guys?
Yep, sounds good.
Great. I'm back, guys.
I'll come back.
Welcome.
Thanks.
I have ice cream.
Oh, nice.
I would share it with you, but it's a little far away. You're all the closer to me than anybody else.
Yep. So Marcus is back too? Not yet. Well, the background noise has subsided.
Ba 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 ba.
Yeah. So basically, we have recovered that mirror, and we're about to meet with Father Xavier.
Yep. And get our payment.
Oh yeah, we need money.
And then middle finger, Thaddeus needs a vacation.
Yes.
Preferably in a different city.
Yes. I'm with you on that.
What? No! You stay away from me.
Oh, please.
No!
I have brought you all this welcome thing.
So I too have found my ice cream, guys.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, thanks for sharing.
Well, I can't ship it over all the way over to Germany.
Damn. Oh.
I'm a little nervous that Marcus had a giant snake and now he's not back.
That's crazy, right? Oh man, imagine that. I couldn't live there.
So where is Marcus from?
New Orleans. So swampy shit and stuff like that. Terrible. What? Come on. And voodoo. Oh my god. Someone probably put a spell on him. Oh no.
I wonder if it's like a rattlesnake.
No, it's probably worse. It's probably that red one, or no, it's black, I think, with the red rings.
Oh, the black and red. What's it called? Coral snake.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
but they're super poisonous.
Yeah. Well, you just have to cut the thing and suck the poison. Not a big deal.
Yeah, just yeah.
He probably has.
And that's wrong. No, I've read that's wrong. You're
No,
not supposed
wrong.
to do that.
I learned in the Boy Scouts. Well, you're supposed to use a snake bite kit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Did you kill the snake?
I was about to say one of our neighbors did.
Oh my god! What
It was
kind
a-
of snake?
It was he said it was a copperhead, so it's
Oh
like,
wow.
yeah, pretty
Is that
poisonous.
bad?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was
Oh,
huge. But like
God.
there's like this pretty massive yard next to my house, and the people who own the property or whatever cut it today for the first time in probably like a month or something. So
Oh my
yeah,
god!
I think they like chased it up.
Marcus, guess whom I will never visit?
Yeah. I don't blame you. I mean, hey, you could see snakes up, on the back patio.
Yeah, you can keep your snakes and your voodoo and such. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
That's
Well,
actually
only-
the first poisonous snake I've ever seen, like in like any property I've had, like anywhere I've lived. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very weird.
You
Yeah.
can't just visit some people. You have to explore the whole country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Only thing that I have to worry about is like these rabbits sort of nesting in my yard. I
Well,
was
Oh.
that sounds so dangerous.
yeah, a couple of years ago, I was mowing my lawn, and after a little while, I noticed these small chunks.
No.
Oh no.
Oh my. Oh,
That's
oh,
worse.
no.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
terrible.
How dare
Oh my God.
you? Oh my god, that's terrible.
When my brother was a toddler, he thought they were rocks, and he threw some.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, there are some tall grasses growing there, and after I did it, my kids came out and they looked at it and they started crying. And,
Yeah.
oh man,
I
I felt
hope
so
they
bad.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, yep,
Wow.
yeah, it was terrible.
Oh my god. I can't play with you anymore.
Yeah, that's
That's
why I don't.
killer.
That's why I don't
That's terrible.
let it grow.
Oh my god.
So, you guys all make it back to the Holy Sepulchre.
Oh wait, you
High
mean the
gods.
rabbit was sliced up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like rabbit pellets or something.
No, these are.
Oh, to be innocent.
I
was
guess
like,
there
whoa.
were. I guess there were small baby rabbits nesting there.
Oh
And,
yeah,
no.
make it worse. Great.
I think a
Fantastic.
couple of them
geez.
died. Yeah, one of them actually survived, and I brought it back home and show the kids. And my eldest held it in her hand for a little while, and there's a video of her like talking to the rabbit. It's like, oh, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. And later that evening, the mommy rabbit came back, and it was like wandering around my field. I felt so bad after
Oh
that.
my
Oh,
god.
no.
That
Yeah.
really. Oh man.
I was
That
talking about
really
rabbit
hurts my
pellets.
heart.
My brother
Yeah,
threw
yeah.
rabbit pellets at me once, and he thought were
Yeah.
rocks.
Yeah, stuff like that happens.
Say love you.
So, so getting back to the game, you guys make it back to the Holy Sepulchre of High Gods, and you see these two guards waiting, just like they were before. And they have these two large halberds, and they actually recognize you and allow you to pass. You enter in, and Father Xavier is there once again. I guess he's praying, or it's about time that he has to take care of his stuff. So you go in, and he says, "You have returned. Were you successful?"
Define success.
"Do you have the mirror?"
Define the mirror.
"The
I
crystal
kick
mirror."
you. I kick you from under my robe.
"The crystal mirror for which I've promised to pay you 5,000 gold, and have given you an advance of 1,000 gold. Come on, do you have the mirror or not?"
Hold on, was that an advance or a bonus?
There was an advance actually.
Oh.
Oh, I
Was that-
misunderstood that too.
Was that an advance or a bonus? I mean, it's like a couple hours ago. I don't remember.
Well, let's say it was bonus because we got the mirror.
Mhm.
And even though you didn't request this, it is unbroken.
Well done, my friends. Now, allow me to give you your payment. And he actually reaches into his pouch and produces a couple diamonds, fairly large. And he hands them to you. There are 2 diamonds.
Don't you have 3?
No, he doesn't have 3. But he does pull out an emerald and also puts it in there. And he takes out another pouch full of gold. And I guess combined value would be somewhere in the vicinity of 5,000. Depends on who you go to. But yeah, he makes good on his promise. And takes out a dagger, fairly well ornate dagger. It's jewel encrusted, and puts it on the altar as well. That dagger is yours as well.
Nice. I don't take it because I don't
Okay.
freshen in daggers, but somebody else can grab it.
I would love a new dagger unless our middle-fingered-less friend would like it.
I wave my middle fingerless hand.
What are you trying to say to me? I don't understand.
Take it!
Yep, I'll take it.
Okay, so do you take the dagger?
Oh.
Yes, I'll take it.
Okay, great. And he says that he turns around to you guys and says, "You have done a great service to the duchy of Velinor. Through this mirror, I'll be able to uncover the conspirators who are trying to usurp the line. And through it, we shall remain peaceful. You have done well, my friends. And he nods and wishes you well. If you'd like to remain here and witness the power of this mirror, you're welcome to do so. You have earned that much right. You're muted.
I want to remain.
Yes, I will remain as well.
I'm interested in your boom. I'm interested in magic, of course. So yeah, I witness it.
Okay. The father, Xavier, looks into this mirror and sprinkles some, wafers or pour some holy water, and then and in a certain pattern, and puts the mirror in middle of it. The mirror actually lights up in a bluish, radiant glow, and all of a sudden it fades away, and you see infernal red flame in it. And briefly, just very briefly, you see demonic smile on the mirror, and it disappears. And you hear a voice. You would like to see. And the father says, yes, show me the conspirators against the crown. And the mirror says, you have requested, and your request shall be granted. And you see a couple of figures in that mirror. It's like a little replay of something that has happened. You see a trio of figures. Some guy wearing a dark robe, another woman. She looks like a nun of some sort, with a slightly altered, nun's clothes. There's a certain symbol that you don't recognize, and a younger fella, a younger acolyte, it seems. But they're meeting with a well-adorned lord. And Father Xavier says, as I have suspected, it is Baron Wilford Ashford. He seems to have hired these thugs to get this mirror. And he nods. But you have succeeded. I will inform the guards, and using the power of this mirror, expose these conspirators. And he nods and says, you have done well. Thank you once again. And he bids you goodbye. And that is the end of the adventure. Thank you so much for playing, guys.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Thanks for running.
Thank you so much for running. That was awesome.
Yeah, super excited. So I guess stay tuned for part 2.
Yeah.
Sequel.
We're gonna. I mean, this is the prequel, so we'll fast forward it. Maybe about a decade or so, and we'll learn more about the mirror and what it means.
Oh, that means we're level 20 then.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Well,
Perfect.
you guys get to play a different character.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Oh man. I was liking my character. All right, so I'll stop the broadcast. Thanks.